So behind me here we have a 1972 Ford Falcon 500. It hasn't been on the road since 2008. It doesn't run and I have no idea what it actually needs. So we're going to just try and get it fired up and scoot it on home. It'll be fun. It'll be good. Let's do it. Oh, come on. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is the Australian flavoured Falcon. It's been, it's been loved. It's got some, some paint work issues, and this guard actually looks really good. We're missing an indicator. Grill is a little cracked, and the bonnet's got a little bit of surface, right? Trim style there though. Go around this side. The tires are all still up, which is amazing. It's got a little bit of a rust issue here. They usually have that, so that is not really, I'm not upset about that. And the doors have got some bubbliness. This concerns me a little bit. What a lot of the old fellas would do to try and keep their car on the road is they'd just come through and they'd throw a patch over here, which I'm guessing is what happened because you can see where the rivets are. So we throw a patch over it, just rivet that up and then just fill it full of bog. And what happens is the rust that's in there just sort of eats away at everything behind the patch until the patch just falls off. And you end up with this mess to clean up. So that's okay, that's good. Boot is straight. There isn't really any major, there's a dent. There's one dent here, which I have no idea what that's from. But overall it's not a bad looking piece of kit. All right, let's just jump in and have a look at the interior. Ooh, that door works nicely. Okay, so the trim is there, it's not missing. There's a little bit of moisture in the bottom of the door here that you can kind of see. We should probably get that out before it starts rusting, because we'll just go ahead and throw this door panel back on. Yeah, window crank. What? Why the door panel was off. Usually the handles just play up, but that opened really nicely. This can go back on. Look at that. Good as new. Let's just chuck the crank back on, because we're probably going to need the windows. I might have to take back what I said about that guard, because I can see bog in the back here. This doesn't look bad though. All right. Check out the seats. They're nice. Like, they're weathered, but they're nice. They look comfy. Everything's kind of there. It's in order. It's a column shift automatic. I'm concerned as to why the dash is hanging out. So, I'm sure that's good. The carpet is just disappearing. And I noticed that there was a big old spider in here somewhere that ran away under the dash. That'll probably drop down on my lap while we're driving home, so that'll be fun. Oh, look, there's his skin. Excellent. All right, what do we got? Hitachi auto tuning radio. Flash one. There's supposed to be an ashtray there. What else have we got? Anything cool? Piece of paper. What does this say? Natrad. Heater assembly from 01. 150 bucks. Okay. Interesting. That's the only paperwork that is in here. That's okay. That's fine. Oh, Allen key. This doesn't really shut, so that's good. Okay, we'll just leave that open. Radiator cap might be a concern. We're missing a kick panel too, which that's a concern too, because that's where the fuse panel is, which makes me think we might have some electrical issues. I do have keys for this, which is nice. Let's just see what we got going on back here. Okay, lots of radiator hoses. Speaker that is not working. Lights have been professionally disconnected by the looks of it. So that's good. Excellent. Hoses. More hoses. Is that the original jack bag? I think that is. And there's the original jack base. So that's cool. And there's the original jack. Look at that. Looking right at me. I am not going to use this because these things were hideous. If you tipped the car the wrong way, it just fell down on you. So that was good. What else we got? Bubble wrap. Steering wheel cover. 2 sets of upper and lower rad hoses. 1 belt. Spare. These are the nuts that are supposed to hold the tail lights in. And they're only kind of sitting in there. They're just flopping around there. We'll have to address that. I'm guessing that they're not going to work, so that's going to be good. This is really hard with one hand. Fuel tank. Really old chipboard screws. Free screwdriver. Excellent. The tank actually looks okay. Now we got a basket of parts. These seats are actually really good. They don't match, but they're really good. Like even the tops of them. Like, look at that. That's not bad at all for a car that's as old as this is. Now we're missing another window crank over there. Oh, that's the dash piece we were looking for. There's our missing indicator. Performance center caps. Flash one. Seat belts, which I didn't actually notice. This doesn't have seat belts. Just has holes where seat belts should be. Another radiator hose. More seat belts. We've got, oh, there's another window crank, so that's cool. This isn't a Fairlane. Why has it got Fairlane badges on it? Oh, there's a bolt for the door handle surround. Excellent. There's a bolt for the seat belt. There's another bolt for the seat belt. Okay, so that's really crispy. That's just falling apart in my hands. So that's excellent. That's fine. Okay, all in all, reasonably good news. I saw that piece of trim is still sitting in the front there. Bring that back in later. Oh, we have rear belts, we just don't have front belts. And they're different colors. Okay, cool, interesting. All right, let's have a quick look under the bonnet, see how bad this is. Okay. I mean, by all accounts, it's not terrible. It looks like everything is here. So that's good. Z9 filter. So the oil might be okay. Got the big brake booster, air cleaner. You can see where the battery acid has just eaten away at the battery tray. So that's good. Oh. Not secure at all. So that's excellent. You're supposed to sit there? Yeah, that's good enough. This wiring is custom. Oh, that is custom. Radiator. Nope. Yeah, that is, well, it's got moisture in it. Like, that's something, I guess. But it's pretty much dry. It's okay. Where is the dipstick? There's still fuel in that bowl. And I have no clue how. Like, there is no reason that should still have fuel in it. Unless someone has been out trying to start it, but I can't imagine why they would be doing that. Let's have a look at the oil. Okay, she's full. It smells incredibly of petrol, gas, whatever you want to call it. It's obviously just had the crank turned into it and just fuel tipped down its face. So that's good. Transmission. That is actually pretty good. That's surprising. It's also in a really, really horribly bad spot. That way? Nope. All right. There you go. All right. Level's good. That's good. So we need to get a battery. I should probably try and turn it over by hand first, just to be safe. Looks like it does have some water. We're missing a hose clamp. Why is that? Oh, that's crispy. That one's good. That one's also crispy. Okay. I'm going to leave that alone. This should be, if I'm correct, a 250. This is a big tag model, 72. So one of the earlier 72 Falcons. I mean, by all accounts, it looks pretty reasonable. I can't see a huge amount of reason why this won't drive. I'm still crazy impressed by these tires. Like, they're a little bit down, but they're still holding air. And I was just having a look here. If I'm correct, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong here, that would be the 27th week of 2000. So these are 24-year-old tires, and all of them are holding air, which is crazy. They don't even look that bad. Like, they're not even cracked up. They've got plenty of tread on them. I reckon we could probably it would be irresponsible to drive on them, but we can probably do it. Okay. So, sun's come out, which is nice. Now I can see a little better. Just have a quick look and make sure it's not full of mouses and things. It's the longest screw ever. Okay, dusty, dirty. That filter is completely shot and smells like fuel, so that's great. Anyway, that's fine. Just keep that out of the way for a second. This is the standard Stromberg that they came with. What does that vacuum line go to? I think that's the one that comes, it's supposed to vent back. It's just been kind of snipped off. It's fine. Okay, choke is okay. Ooh, sort of. Linkages are tight, but they're working, so we'll take that. We'll give it all a bit of a spritz, and then we'll work out what's going on with this battery system. Because by the looks of it, I have a heavy positive wire, and everything else is running back through relays and things on feedback. Oh no, we've connected all of our accessory wires are running through the positive cable where it joins to the starter motor, including whatever that thing is. Okay, cool. I'm gonna throw this battery in, even though I'm pretty sure it's bad. It came out of my tractor, I think, and the posts are around the wrong way. Yep, of course they are. That's a given. It doesn't reach at all. Excellent. Does now. Fixed. All right, positive. No sparkles. Which either means that there's nothing connected or the battery's dead. I have a whole bunch of keys here. It should be that one that's completely worn down to nothing. All right, we have an alternator light. So that's good. Nothing else is coming on at all. I don't know how it works. We'll assume it's bad. Okay. So lights, indicator. I get a solid light on the indicator that just, and only one way. Cool. That could be just because it's disconnected. So while that key's on, we'll just check on these points really quick. There is a lot of oil or fuel coming off. Oh, that's crunchy. Coming off the front here. These points look kind of, sort of, okay. Inside of the cap is dirty. But I don't think that's terribly bad. Found a screwdriver. Where did I put it? There it is. Okay, let's just getting a little bit of sparkliness. Okay, they're sparking. That's good. So that means our ignition system, at least at this point, is good. So I'm not going to worry about checking that yet, mostly because I'm lazy. Hope that was the way it came off. That wiper washer box is so crunchy. I really want to change that filter because it looks... I'll show you. I'll show you. You guys have a look. Not only is it possibly plugged for crap, this line on the back is almost non-existent. Like it's just about to fall to pieces. So that's great. I also want to get all that fuel that's in that bowl out, rather than it just, you know, sucking straight to the carby and ruining that. So we'll do that quickly. So I just brought this old number plate over just so I can show you the color of the fuel coming out of this thing. Mmm. Tasty.
Now let's work on the start.
Now I'm sure you'll be shocked to know, but the fuel system is completely plugged up. I am getting nothing through the airline. I can't blow through it. It is just completely shot. So I'm going to hook up the boat tank because that's what we got. Alright, I've given a little bit of help, and by that what I mean is I've poured way too much fuel in it and probably flooded it terribly. So let's see if it'll do something now. Or not. Come on, she's trying. Oh, oh, oh! Choke's working. Oh, she's running. It actually sounds my gosh, it's loud though. No idea if it's charging. I think we're getting fuel from the tank. Although that's not encouraging. Sounds like it's running out of fuel now. Yeah, no, that's definitely us running out of fuel again. That needle and seat's stuck. Where's my adjusting tools? I don't think I have an accelerator pump. I have a feeling this fuel pump's dead. Dang it. Of course, the one spanner I happen to randomly have in my hand is the wrong size. Okay, so it runs. And it actually runs reasonably well. But I'm pretty sure we got a bad fuel pump. The starter motor is questionable at times. And we have no fuel tank. It's getting dark now. Running out of daylight. Also, the mosquitoes out here are terrible. So we might pack it up. And we'll come back to this tomorrow. Okay, jury rig fuel pump is hooked in, it's working, filling the carby bowl. We are running entirely off the jump pack now because the battery is completely shot, I think. So let's see whether this pump is going to kick off. Well, we're now leaking a substantial amount of fuel out of the carby, so you know, that's always a good sign. Okay, let's try this again. Choke, bit of this. Fire straight up. However, very high revving still. But it sounds good. Okay, so it's running, but it only wants to run with like a ton of choke on and then it cuts out and dies. So it's like it still has fuel starvation issues maybe. Maybe the needle and seat is still stuck, I'm not sure, we'll keep trying. Well, there's one of the big spiders. And it has a friend who's even bigger. Eee. At least it won't drop on me while I'm driving now. I'll just find it later when I'm under the car, because I'm not chasing it. So the other thing we worked out is, this is I'm guessing a fuel filter or regulator of some description. It is almost completely blocked up. You get a really, really small amount of fuel through it, but that was about it. So I pulled that out and now she'll run.
And leak fuel everywhere.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure carby is knackered, or at least needs a rebuild. So I'm going to whip that off real quick and go through it and see what we got.
Let's take off this linkage here, pull that out, which is for the choke. There we go. Oh, just a little stuck. Appears to be a little bit unhappy. The gasket's a little torn up. A little bit of whatever this is. I don't know what that is. This thing is incredibly dirty. I have a feeling that we're going to find that all the stuff that's in this carby probably very much going to be the same as what's in the tank, because there's all this like residual stuff here, kind of blocking everything up. This has got a little bit of play in it, it's not terrible. I'm going to try and get these gaskets off in one piece because it saves me having to clean up quite so much, but they're old. I don't think they've been replaced ever. And carby cleaning is boring, so we'll speed through all this, but you get the general idea. We're just trying to clean it out, trying to make it flow a little better and hopefully bring it around. No idea what that with it. Look at that. It's just full of goop and grossness. And at this point we ran out of time and my phone died, so stay tuned for part 2.